Oh, good afternoon. If you're just joining us, we are live here in Stoke-on-Trent at Future Developments. Come on in and join us. We're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube simultaneously. I've got some products to show you. We're going to go through our PINKMAGIC first of all. You might have heard of BLUEMAGIC. You might have even seen it on TV or TikTok. But we're going to go through our PINKMAGIC today. So if you already know and already use BLUEMAGIC, then PINKMAGIC might be new to you. We're going to talk through our spot cleaner by Beldray. We're going to talk about our scratch pen by AutoCare, and then we're going to talk about our screen wash. But come on in. I'm going to start off with some demonstrations because I want you to know, first of all, the most common question we get is what's the difference between blue and PINKMAGIC, apart from the colour. The difference being BLUEMAGIC is the best stain remover we've ever come across and ever used. PINKMAGIC is a great stain remover, but it also has anti-bac qualities in it as well. So both of them can be used as multi-surface cleaners. Both of them can be used as stain removers, but PINKMAGIC has that anti-bac qualities. And what that means is, wherever you spray it, in 1 minute, it's going to kill 99.99% of all germs and bacteria. 99.99% in 1 minute. Now, if you buy something from the supermarket, something like this, antibacterial, it will say on the back to leave on for anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes. Most people don't even read that and don't even realise. Ours is the only one and the first one that is 1 minute on hard surfaces. 1 minute on hard surfaces. So literally in just a few seconds, 60 seconds, you can wipe that down with the knowledge that that is completely 99.99% germ-free and bacteria-free. So where can I use it? So let's start with something very common to a lot of people, which is things like wherever you would eat. This could be your dining room table, this could be your children's high chair, this could be your kitchen, breakfast bar, wherever you put food, wherever you might touch things with high traffic areas, you're going to want to make sure it's perfectly clean. And to prove that point, let me show you. Well, if we hit the lights, there we go. Using our blue light, you can see there the germs and how quickly they can be on there and how thorough. So with the lights back on, it looks spotlessly clean. And you can be forgiven for thinking my child's seat is spotlessly clean, but you can see it's not. So literally one spritz over that and leaving it to work for 1 minute will get that spotlessly clean. Now, all our products today are in our shop. There's a link along the bottom, and that is futuredevelopments.shop. Everything can be found in there. Anything you buy today over £15 comes with postage and packing included. £15, and one of these bottles is one bottle going to make you 50 of these larger bottles. There we go. And Kirsty's going to shout out the price for us in the shop.
£13.99.
£13.99.
Yeah.
So that's £1 short, £1 and a penny short of free delivery. So take a look at some of the cheaper products in there. Maybe you buy some extra bottles to make up different dilutions. That's going to get it delivered free of charge. The double pack, that where you'll get it for the best value. So 2 packs, which makes up 100 of these, is
£22.
£22. So you get free delivery with a double, and that's going to make you 100 bottles. What 100 bottles means is each one is 22 pence. 22 pence per bottle. Imagine finding that, because it's the same size, imagine finding that for 22 pence in your supermarket. But that will only do one thing. It's an anti-bac surface cleaner. This is anti-bac surface cleaner and also stain remover, car cleaner, all the things that you could do it. Listen, I'm going to wipe that down. It's been on there more than a minute now.
Yep.
I'm going to wipe that down. I want you to have the confidence that literally what it says on the tin, it will do, because, there we go, 1 minute, one wipe down, all those germs and bacteria have gone. Completely sterile, completely sterile. So maybe that's your one at home, but imagine maybe in the burger bar where they supply these high chairs, you don't know that that's clean, you don't know that's sterile for your child to go into. So you could maybe have a little bottle on the go, not just one of these big bottles, but you might have one of our magic wipes, PINKMAGIC wipes. These do exactly the same thing as this, but in a wipe. Let me show you how amazing these are, all individually wrapped. They're in our shop now, and you can get them in the blue and the pink, but the pink has the anti-bac qualities. And let me show you the size of this wipe. This isn't just a wipe that you'd get in the super. Look how big that is. That's about 7 by 7. And let me show you how much product is in there. It is soaking with PINKMAGIC. So it's still damp, but look at all the product that it's. I'm just going to mop that up so we can use it. But imagine that on the go, motorway service stations, public toilets where you're caught short and you want to make sure everything you sit on is sterile. All those things that you can, or you want to wipe down the area that. All those things are going to be easily done in seconds. There we go. That's the wipes. That could be in your bathroom, that could be in your kitchen, that could be in a couple of those in the glove compartment in the car. Make sure you've always got something to make sure you're sterile when you touch something that needs to be sterile. But how quickly can you go over those? We're all used to buying wipes now, but not of this quality. And the reason why I say not of this quality is because these are the only ones that I know of that are made from bamboo. They're not made from microplastics. They're not made from any plastics. They're really, really hard wearing. They're really hard wearing, anti-rip. They've got all the product of PINKMAGIC in them, but individually wrapped and able to take on the go with you. They're completely biodegradable because they're made of bamboo. You're not going to flush them down the toilet. You don't flush any wipes down the toilet. We should all know that by now. But still people do. But you've got the confidence of knowing that's not going to be around for 80 years in buried ground. That's going to biodegrade over, but not before you've used it. So there you go. That's our wipes. Imagine, where else could you use that, Kirsty? Where would you use these?
Well, I was just thinking that they're much better than, because I used to have the anti-bac wipes in a pack.
Yep.
You know, or you get them in a tube and then you get halfway down and half of them have dried up.
They've dried up, they've dried up. Or the other thing, they're dry at the top, soaking at the bottom, because the product has dripped down into the bottom. So you're wasting a lot of product. These are all individually wrapped, so the product stays on the product. It's not in the bottom of the. Hadn't thought about that. But PINKMAGIC, being a great anti-bac remover, is great on the things that you would normally think about anti-backing. So the most common one that we do or we don't think of is the bin. Come on over to the bin, just very quickly, come on over to the bin. I'm just going to quickly show you just how quickly we can get that anti-bac. I think, there you go, I think the lights are showing it. We don't need to switch the lights up there. The things are there. But literally one spritz. And if you haven't met Hugo, Hugo's down here too. He's down here too, enjoying the live. So the sides and the top of the bin, they always get that bin juice. Food dripping, and you're taking maybe a baking tray to a foil baking tray to the bin and it spills everywhere. You've got the confidence that it's going to wipe away the dirt that you can see and the germs that you can't see. That's the point of this. It's nothing that you can't see. It's always about what you can't see, because you can wipe away things that you can. This gives you the confidence. So we've got bins. We've got maybe the fridge door, maybe all those areas where you get high traffic, just simply wiping them down with the anti-bac. Maybe your cooker hob. All those areas need to be wiped down to make sure, leaving them on, of course, for display purposes, I'm not leaving it on for a minute, leaving it on for 1 minute. But it could be lots of things like the outsides of your oven doors. We've got a different product to show you for the oven door itself, but maybe all these areas here where it just gets underneath and you need to be able to get in there and make sure it's perfectly clean. But maybe your windows, your doors, your car, where the children sit and touch the back windows in the car. All those need to be sterilised now and again.
Kids' toys even.
Kids' toys. Talking about that, let's come back because that's a good one. Thank you, Kirsty. We've got here Magic the Bear, our mascot. Magic the if you've got kids, you know how difficult it is to get their favourite toy out of their hands before they, and sometimes even after they've gone to bed because they go to bed with them. But when you eventually get it and you haven't got time to put it through a full wash, just literally spritz it to make and leave it. Once it's dry, it's killed 99.99%. And sometimes your dog toys, your pet toys,
yes,
all those things, they smell bad. They smell bad. We love them, but oh my gosh, their stuff smells. Because this is removing the bacteria, it's the bacteria that smells. So when you kill the bacteria, you kill the smell. This also has its own scent, which is a beautiful cherry blossom scent. So you've got that built into it as well. So maybe sometimes just freshening the air. The beauty of this is there's no solvents, there's no acids, there's no bleach. It's perfectly safe to use on clothes and on microphones. Yeah. It's perfectly safe to use. It's not going to change the colour of anything. It's just going to literally do what it is a multi-surface cleaner and stain remover. So we've got the bathroom maybe. That would be another area to use it. But let me show you the full range of products. You've seen the concentrate. Either the single or the double, you still get the spray bottle to go with it. 22 in your bathroom to make sure everything's spotlessly clean and completely anti-bac free. That's going to stay on there. I'm just going to do a stripe because what's going to happen is that's going to fall down and clean everything as it disperses. But you can see it staying on there. It's a spray and stay. So you get to be able to spray upwards and it does its thing. It's not going to drip off. You can see it staying there. But maybe that's your toilets in those hard to reach areas behind the brackets. Oh my goodness, that's really, really difficult to get into. And I'm just going to grab a cloth. Yeah. Just going to grab a cloth. Once that's doing its magic, you'll know. Don't be surprised when you get this home. Don't be surprised if that turns a very foul colour because it might have not been cleaned in as much depth and as you can get with the spray
it's much easier with the foam than trying to do it with the toothbrush and stuff, isn't it? And
oh yeah, and if they find out you've used their toothbrush, they get really annoyed, don't they? So yes, if you're used to getting the toothbrush and scrubbing it and it never seems to wipe clear, try this high foam because this is what's going to get in there and get it clean and leave it in a way that you can then wipe it all down and take away all the residue from there. But that could be even inside your toilet bowl. Don't forget that this is a spray and stay. So even inside the toilet bowl, where we would normally spray a bit of bleach around there, this is killing 99.99%. So you can leave that there, it will disperse into the bottom of the toilet, and then you know the inside of the toilet is clean as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking at the back of the toilet, you know the pipes that we...
Yes, all around the back, all those areas, absolutely. It will clean all those. So come back to the counter because I want to show you, I'm just going to get one that's a little bit more full that we can use. There we go. So here's a tile. That might be your splashback in the kitchen behind the hob. Just show you how easy this removes. No effort whatsoever. So I'm just going to spray that and leaving it for 1 minute to remove all the germs, but also because that's pretty grotty. So I'm just going to show you just how hard this will work on things like hobs, because this is a particularly bad one. I'm not suggesting anyone's cooker is going to be like this at home, but we want to show you it really bad because it literally cleans it without any effort whatsoever. There we go. Let me leave that there for a moment. There you go, get it all covered. Leave that there for a minute. Oh, let's do this. Oh, do you know what? This reminds me of my parents' house because they had these cookers in the 80s.
Yes, yeah.
And they were a nightmare
so hard
to
to clean,
they were absolutely spotless in seconds. And literally wiping, no scrubbing, just wipe it away. Just wipe it away. So PINKMAGIC is great but anywhere where your hands or your body touches things because it's going to save any kind of viruses and bacteria. It's going to kill straight away. We were talking this morning, weren't we, Kirsty, about the fridge?
Yes.
And we were saying how we all take for granted when we buy things from the shops, from the supermarket, that we take for granted that it's clean.
Yeah.
And we put things in our cupboards and in our fridge, particularly once these are open, we put them in the fridge, and we have not a clue what germs were on there when we brought them into the house. 100 people could have picked up that sauce bottle and put it back on the shelf, and now you've picked it up and you've got 100 people's germs and bacteria on there before it goes in your fridge. Just wiping it down with a cloth. I'm not saying spray everything. You can spray your cloth.
I mean, during COVID, I did.
We did it, didn't we?
Absolutely everything down. I'd even sprayed the carrier bags as they came through the front door.
Well, we were, but more importantly, we were in the supermarket. We'd stayed 3 meters apart or whatever, and then we were all picking up the same products that somebody else had just picked up and put back on the shelves.
I just kind of miss them days.
I'd go back to them straight away, absolutely. But the point is that, you know, we put things in our cupboards and in our fridge. We drink from bottle. Oh, this one is a classic. Yeah. If you're of a certain gender, like me, you will quite often can't be bothered to get a glass out, and you drink it from the bottle, put the bottle back, and whilst you're okay drinking it from your family, but actually we put that in our mouths and we don't know how much it's been touched, and that's how germs and colds and flu, they're all passed from hands and mouth. So you take that germ in, and then before you know it, you're feeling grotty. You know when that friend hugs you and they say, oh, I won't hug you because I've got a cold. You said that after I hugged you.
I know.
Why didn't you tell me before? Then I wouldn't feel like putting a cross and garlic over you. But look, this has been on a minute now, so let's clean that away. Let me show you. Look, no scrubbing, no scrubbing. Just wipe it away. It's so easy. Look at that. Look at that. It's literally, I mean, my cloth is now dirtier than the oven, than the hob. Look how easy that's rubbed away. You might need to get a second cloth to be able to carry on wiping it.
Afternoon, Patricia. Patricia's watching.
Hi, Patricia. How are you doing, Patricia? Where are you in the world, Patricia? Tell us where you are. Tell us where you are. I want to know if I know you or whether you're just a random viewer. Either way, it's lovely to have you on board. There we go. Look at that. In literally one wipe, no scrubbing, no scouring pads, no elbow screen, so I'm reliant on Kirsty. Is she's not
I'll
saying?
let you know when she replies,
Nice to have you on board. There we go. That's that, beautifully clean. If you saw that a few moments ago, and if you're watching on catch up at any other time, you can, and you've missed that, go back and see how.
Yes.
We've got things like steering wheels. We've got glove consoles in between seats. All those areas that we're touching, and people come and sit in our car. This is great for your leather seats in the car. Even your upholstery, you can use this on, because when the car seat is vertical, you can do the whole thing and leave it there to work its magic. It's PINKMAGIC. It kills 99.99% of all bacteria and germs, and if you've got any on your car seat doing this, you can kill them all in literally 1 minute on hard surfaces. So you could use that on your alloy wheels. You could use that on your. Do you know what? You could even use it on your engine. We've been using them on our engine to make them factory reset all over again. All those germs and bacteria. Now this has been tested in 2 labs. PINKMAGIC has been around about a year, and it's been tested independently in 2 different laboratories to give us that status. Can't say it unless it's true that it's got that 1 minute on hard surfaces of killing all that bacteria and germs. The reason why we don't say 100% is quite simple, because nobody knows what that 0.001% is, because it hasn't been identified yet. But every time one is identified, another one is mutating somewhere else, and it's a never-ending, perpetual cycle. You'll remember the company in the 70s, if you're as old as me, the company in the 70s that used to say, kills all known germs dead. Well, all known germs is 99.999, because there's always 0.01% that we don't know about, which means all known germs. So we could say, if that catchphrase wasn't trademarked, we could say it too, but we can't. So it's 99.99%. So other things that this could clean, look at this. This could be your bathroom tiles. If you've got a tiled floor, this could be your tiled floor. This could be your tiled walls, where you get that soapy scum all over it. Yeah. And really, your scum would be diluted with water. We're putting this straight on with soap. Look how grimy, we can make that.
This really builds up in your shower as well, doesn't it?
It builds up on the shower.
Yeah.
If you've got white tiles, they look white, but when you get in there, you can
yeah.
see how they've got like a film over. The film is dead skin and soap.
Yeah.
But look, so I don't even need to use the foam for this. The spray, oops, that's blue. The PINKMAGIC spray literally breaks down in seconds. I'm going to leave that to do some work. I'm going to use that tile again, Kirsty.
Yeah.
I'm going to put, you know what these are. You know what these are. These are permanent markers. And I'm just going to sign that tile and show you, once it's dry, how nightmare that would be to get off. Now, if you've got kids, you'll know floors, breakfast bars,
yes.
Walls, tiles, all the things that this stuff ruins, carpet, all those things. This will get it off, because once you spray it, it gets underneath that stain and it starts breaking it down. Don't forget, 1 minute on all hard surfaces to make sure it's sterile from all known 99.99 all known germs. Look at this, look. Just how amazing is that? That Sharpie pen literally being broken down in seconds. Some of it will need a little bit more of a, but one finger just rubbing that. Literally, look, it's still there, I can still see it on the tile, but let it do its work. Let it do its work. It's going to remove it. It might just take a little bit longer. And the soap, look at this. Look, the soap has already dissolved. So let's go to let's wipe away that soap. Because when you've got beautiful tiles in your bathroom, we spend a lot of money on those tiles.
I know.
Let's make sure they look their best, not just in the first 6 months of having them, but very quickly you can take that sparkly tile, that granite, back to how it was when you first had it.
And the foam would do the same?
The foam would do exactly the same.
Yeah.
The benefit of the foam is that you can do stuff that's vertical.
Yes.
So it's going to spray and stay. You could do things overhead. Imagine if that was underneath your cupboard doors. My one's at home, because my hob is here, this gets very steamy.
Yeah, mine does.
And oily from the cooking. But when something stays, you can just spray underneath there and it stays. And it stays. So you can leave it there for however long you need to. You can even wait for it to drip down, because it will disperse and drip down. But the longer you leave it on, the better it's going to do. But look at that tile. That tile's drying now, and it's absolutely gone back to, it's still a little bit wet there, but it's gone back to its former glory. The tile here with the Sharpie on, let me just give that a little bit of help. Look, you can see that's gone. Now, if we were faking that, I would have made that look even more simple. But the reality is, there was still some on there that needed a bit of help with the cloth. But that's how good it is. That's how good it is. So think about your pet beds, your pet toys, all those areas that need that little bit of extra oomph from your cleaner, and saving you having to put them through the washing machine all the time, because quite frankly the bacteria is mostly on the outside. But when you kill the bacteria, you kill the smell and you kill the germs, and it's safe for everyone to play with. That's our PINKMAGIC. I think we're almost at 11:30, aren't we?
12.
Sorry, 12:30.
Yeah.
12:30. So
12:26.
let me just do a bit of a recap. We've got several versions of this in our website shop, futuredevelopments.shop. Just go there at any time. They're all on there. The price doesn't change. They're all on there, and you can buy this with this on its own, this in a double. You can mix and match the pink and the blue. All the different permutations are there, with or without the wipes. All our products are there, and you can pretty much choose any permutation you want. Just remember, if it's under £15, it might be worth just chucking something smaller into the basket to take it over that £15, so that you get free postage and packing. I'd rather pay £5 and get some more product than whatever it is, £3.99. For delivery, and for the extra £1, I would have had an extra product. So let me tell you about some of those extra products, because we've covered PINKMAGIC. On another day, we'll do BLUEMAGIC. If you look down our YouTube and Facebook pages, you'll see other videos where BLUEMAGIC is there, and my colleague tomorrow will be doing BLUEMAGIC. But today we're going to move on to another great product by another great brand called Beldray. And Beldray produce all kinds of cleaning equipment, And you'll have seen them in shops like Boys, in Robert Dyas and all those places. Come on over to this area here because I've got the Beldray spot cleaner and I would love to show you how effective this spot cleaner is. I'm just going to bring some ketchup with me.
Oh yeah.
Because we'll use some ketchup on it and we'll use some, what should we do? Red wine or Coca-Cola? Red wine.
Red wine.
Red wine, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. So here we are, we've got a bit of carpet here that's a bit grotty, admittedly, already, and we're going to make it a little bit worse because this is the Beldray spot cleaner. Now Beldray, Future Developments create all the cleaners for Beldray, all their cleaning liquids. And we've got 3 in the shop. They're all very similar, but they do slightly different things. So we've got, first of all, the general carpet cleaner. We've got the spot cleaner, which I'm about to show you, the spot buster. So this is slightly more concentrated, but for small areas to just get those stubborn stains out. And then we've got the steam cleaner, if you were to have maybe the Beldray handheld steam cleaner that's over there in the middle of my display. And it will work in most steam cleaners. You use a very small amount in the water and it will just add extra to it. There we go. So the one I'm going to be using is the spot buster, because that's what this carpet is all about, busting those spots of stains. So this is dry, it hasn't been cleaned, you can see how grotty it is, and I'm going to put on there, you can. Shall I put it on the white bit of carpet?
Yeah.
Or what should be white. And I'm going to put some red wine on there as well. So we've got the children spilling the ketchup from their burger, and we've got mum spilling the wine from her cup. Just rub that in, just to make sure it's really, really in there. If this was your carpet, you would get a piece of paper, kitchen paper, and you'd probably wipe most of that. But I want to really put it into that carpet, and the same with the wine. The wine is soaked in. So you're putting 1 capful of this into I think it's 500 mils of water is literally, 10 mils per 100 mils. So 90 mils of water, 10 mils of spot cleaner. So in something like this, which is just a spot cleaner machine, it's not the full Vax or Bissell or anything, or Rug Doctor. This is just a spot cleaner machine that is designed to be literally taken anywhere to clean it. So we've already got that cleaner in there. You can see it's only halfway full, but let me show you. We switch this on. I might have to raise my voice.
Yeah.
But literally, we're going to spray some of that solution on there. And we'll spray some of that solution on there. So I haven't taken anything away at the moment. I've literally just sprayed it on. And I'm going to spray some on there as well, Kirsty, so you can see how it will work on any other stubborn stains. So, are you ready?
Yep.
I can actually smell that red wine coming out the door. Okay, so without any more than just one spray of liquid and 1 to 2, 3 passes to get the excess up. Just look how that's turned that carpet back to its former glory, literally. And one of the things that we always say about when you clean carpets is this stuff that we've got, BLUEMAGIC, PINKMAGIC, Beldray, it's so good that if you do spot cleaning, you might have to clean the entire carpet because it highlights how dirty it was before. Let's do the ketchup, which is slightly more gloopy than wine.
Yeah.
I've already sprayed it. I'm just going to go over it. You can probably see the red going up.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Has it got a scent to it as well?
It's well, I think that the scent is probably more. You know that smell when you go swimming. It's like a faint when chlorine's in the air and you can smell the swimming pool, but it's not overpowering. It's just that clean. Yeah. So look at that. It's literally just taken that away, and I didn't even spray. Look, that's just what's clean. The ketchup was there, but that's already clean. And there's still pulling out more liquid out of there. But look at that. And I'm just going to do this bit here where I sprayed some. This cleaner is really, really concentrated and great for spots. It's giving you I'm just going to do that bit there now so you can see. Oh, look at the green.
Wow.
Look at that green.
This would be great for like your welcome mats and your rugs,
But this, when you've got fitted carpets, that's not so easy to do. So you need the confidence that something's going to spot blaster. Is you could make a spritz gun, and you could spritz it onto your carpet yourself. You could then absorb it up with a tea towel and remove the liquid that way. But you don't need the machine to get something clean.
Yeah.
The machine takes away the liquid. So whatever machine you've got, the Vax, the Bissell, the Rug Doctor, the you know the top brands. This will work with most, if not all, carpet cleaning machines. This is just a spot cleaner. This is just a spot buster liquid, which is slightly more concentrated than the general steam cleaner or the general carpet cleaner.
Yeah.
But it will work in exactly the same way. It's absolutely, I love doing this demonstration because I love clean. I'm sad, but I love cleaning carpets.
I love cleaning carpets as well. So what about if those stains have been a bit more dried in?
Oh, well these were dried on.
Yeah.
They weren't very stubborn, but they were dried on. But I would say if you've got something that's been dried on for a long, long time, I would say, do you know what? This has got a spray on it. So this is, when I switch to it, you'll see the spray.
Yeah.
So however you get it, the bottle, with the machine, I mean, even if you've got one of these, you could still make up a bottle before you get the machine out.
Yeah.
Spray it on, let it sit there for 20 minutes, let it get its work. Maybe even if it's really bad and nothing seems to shift it, some BLUEMAGIC on the stain first, and then going over it with the general carpet cleaner. That might work. But what you need to do is you need to reactivate the stains. Now, the good news about stains on carpet is that they haven't been heat set. So sometimes when we have stains on our clothes, the washing machine has set the stain, the iron has heat set the stain, and it's very, very difficult to remove them. But with carpet, it's literally just had maybe cold or lukewarm water on it with some solution. So the quicker you can get to the stain, as you saw with the red wine, the better. But the minute it's dried and been worked in, that's when you have to work a little bit harder. Maybe we'll put some ketchup on there and leave that there for somebody else another time to use that it has been dried in. But you can see just how quickly that can revive your carpet. This would be a very long and laborious way of cleaning an entire room with this machine because it's just designed for spot busting. But if you have an upright machine that you use now and you need fluid for it, this will 99.9% work with that machine. And look how good it is at bringing that back. And we're talking 10 mils in 90 mils of water. So we're talking 100 mils in in a litre. This is going to make up a shed load of machine, and it's going to get that clean. You've got the spot cleaner for the spots, you've got the general cleaner for your general carpet cleaner, and you've got the specialist one for if that's dirty on the sofa. But I'm just going to do somewhere where I don't want somebody to sit on it and it still be wet. So let me just do the arm here.
Yeah.
So spray you might not need as much, and you might not want to flood it as much because it could go, I don't want it to go into the padding and not do its work. So little and often on upholstery rather than flooding it. So literally just a short spray and let it do its work. There's some stains here on this one. Just get in there and get as much of it. Don't forget the machine is to remove the water. This is to clean it. That's just to remove it. So look at how quickly that gets in there. I know nobody's going to sit on that arm tomorrow.
So what about your mattresses as well?
Oh, mattresses?
Yeah.
Well, I would seek guidance from the manufacturer because mattresses will have metal springs in them, and if you're putting liquid onto them, that might not do them the best. And equally, foam mattresses, you don't want to get liquid deep into the foam because it is ruined and you're going to replace it anyway, then you might as well have a go with it. But that's pretty damp, but it's not sodden, and that will be dry tomorrow, and I can already see where I've cleaned it and where I haven't cleaned it, how successful. We did this cushion a few days ago, and it's come up beautifully.
It did, didn't it?
So don't forget, those are all, I think they're $9.99.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Each bottle $9.99 in the shop. You can get them now. Just buying 2 of them, one of each, 2 different ones or 2 the same, will get you free postage and packing and delivered this week to your door. £15 is all that's needed for free postage and packing. That's the Beldray spot cleaner. That we absolutely love that machine. We absolutely love that machine. So I'm going to now show you. The scratch pen. I'm going to show you the scratch because we've gone from BLUEMAGIC, we've gone to Beldray. Now we're going to AutoCare, because AutoCare is a very if you're into your cars, you'll have heard of AutoCare. It's a very trusted brand, and AutoCare do lots of products. The first one I'm going to show you today is the scratch pen, and these come in a pack of 1 and they come in a pack of 3. The 3 is almost buy 2 get 1 free. So for the price you're paying for virtually 1 and a bit, you're getting 3.
Yeah.
So better value to buy the 3. Where would I use 3? Yours, your partner's, your caravan, your man drawer, your, I don't know, where you keep them. Because the beauty of these are, the liquid is completely clear in there. This does not need any colour to it. It just needs...
So you don't need to worry about colour matching to your car.
You don't. So we've got a red car here, but it could be any colour car except matte paint, where you've got that very expensive matte paint. And it's got that smell. Can you smell that? What could you just... I think that's like spray paint.
Yeah,
it's like spray paint. That's spray paint. It's absolutely gorgeous. Or marker pen. It's got that smell to it. And when you shake it like a spray can, it's going to mix up the fluid in there, and it's going to take your scratch and invisible it. I'm not going to say it's going to take the scratch, it's going to remove the scratch, because it can't remove a scratch. The scratch has been put into the paintwork.
Yeah.
The paint has been removed. You can't put it back. But what this can do is very cleverly mask it for you. Because when you have a scratch in the car, look at me getting my nails out. When you have a scratch in the car, you know it's there, even if somebody else hasn't noticed it's there. But now you know it's there, you're going to see it every single time you drive. And then eventually somebody else will see that scratch. You want to be able to take the focus away by masking it. So let me show you. I'm going to put a scratch in here. I've come here today with my glasses, not like last time. This is a very scratched bonnet, you can see, and yours will never be like this. But let's imagine we've done a scratch right there. Look at that. Okay, that's quite deep. That's quite a deep scratch. So I'm just going to make sure it's dust free. Yeah. But very crudely making sure it's dust free. But you literally shake it. You make sure it's primed. It's coming out. There's some lacquer coming through. But literally, look, watch this. It's literally sealing that scratch up with a lacquer that is completely see-through, and it's going to mask that scratch on both sides by removing it, by removing the visibility of it. So the scratch will always be there, but the visibility of it has gone. Yeah. And that's what you're trying to do. Your car will never be as bad as this. We've been using this for a long, long time to highlight scratches. But your car will maybe be a chip from a loose chipping coming up on the car, and maybe getting it on a scratch on the door. Maybe somebody's put something on top of the car, shopping, and they've scratched it by taking it away. Maybe
driving down them country
absolutely.
lanes.
It's not going to remove a crash. It's just not going to do that. Let's not be silly. But what it is going to do is it's going to mask those scratches. So maybe, if we would think unethically for a moment, maybe you've hired a car on holiday and you just want to mask that scratch that wasn't your fault. I'm not saying it was your fault. Mask that scratch before it goes back to the hire company, because they will charge you hundreds of euros for a scratch that wasn't your fault. Yeah. And you can do this. It will serve any colour car except that matte paint. So you got a 3-pack. Is the 3-pack $15.99, Kirsty?
Yes.
Yeah. $15.99 for 3, or $11.99 for 1. It's in the shop now. The link's on the screen. futuredevelopments.shop. It's there 24 hours a day. You can buy it anytime. The price doesn't change on here. So literally just buy it. If you want it, get it now. It will be with you in 2 to 3 working days.
How long does it take to cure?
Oh, good point. Good point. Now, if you were to buy this from somewhere like AliExpress or Temu or one of those cheap shops even, you'll pay a lot less for it, but it will take a long time to arrive. And theirs often take 24 hours to cure. 24 hours. This will cure in 20 minutes. That's the quality of the product. You've got peace of mind and knowing you deal with that scratch, and in 20 minutes you can polish it and it will be completely cured. You've got to wait 24 hours and you've got to put this kind of fluid on your car bonnet. Yeah. You've got 24 hours of dust and dirt that could potentially get into that. A scratch, if you can imagine when you've got paint, it's flat. But when you scratch it, it's a scratch down the middle. And it's that little valley of scratch. Yes. So when you then drip some of this lacquer through it, what it's doing is it's mirroring the paint on both sides of the scratch and creating just a fluid that's going to set down the middle of it, which takes the colour, cleverly takes the colour of whatever you put it on and fills in that void. And you will take as long as you need to do that gently at your home. I've used this on my fridge. I've used this on my freezer to remove those scratches. And it's absolutely remarkable. When you take your time with it and you've only got one scratch, you go back to you go, I can't find that scratch now. I can't find that. I can't find the scratch on my fridge door. I covered it up with a fridge magnet and a leaflet for a long time. And I thought, I'll give that a go. And it worked. It worked. It's absolutely tremendous. There we go. That's the AutoCare Scratch Pen. So I've got just a little bit longer to show you Screen Wash. Yeah. So come on over to here, because the next product by AutoCare that I want to show you. Hello, Hugo. No, he's taking a nap. Hugo's watching me very. He's the bestest boy in the world. Screen wash is something that we don't want. We don't want, and often some of us will think we don't need. But the reality is, when you buy something that you need, you don't want to spend huge amounts of money on it, because you don't want it, you just need it. So let me show you the cheapest possible way for you to get your screen wash with a quality product that's going to save you shed loads and space. So if you were to buy one of these from, well, I saw this in B&M for $3.99. I saw, not this one, I saw A1. I saw, and Tesco's had their own version in their store, and theirs was $7.99 for a 5 litre, for a gallon. And you'll pay lots more on the motorway. You'll pay lots more from a garage, and a garage on the motorway, you'll pay, you know what I'm getting at. Yeah. It's that, and particularly in the summer, we get dusty window screens. Water alone will shift some of it, but screen wash, particularly the bugs and the things that are splattered on your screen, you need something like this. So instead of buying this and storing this, if I asked you to store one of these, Kirsty, where would you store it?
Boot of the car.
Boot of the car,
yeah.
Okay. Garage. Maybe in your garage, maybe in your shed, maybe in that shaded corner by the back door where the bins are, or anywhere. You could store it, Would you be able to store 12 of them? Okay, count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Is that 12? 2, 4, 6, 8. No, that's not right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There is 12 there. 12 of those, you'd never be able to store 2 of those in the back of your car without filling it. 12 of them, but you can store 12 of them in here. Now, this tube has 12 tablets in there. How much are the tubes?
$11.99.
$11.99. They're still $11.99. Yeah. It's good. It's held its price. Inside here is 12 tablets, and each one of these tablets is going to make you 5 litres of screen wash. Yep. Okay, which means 12 tablets is going to make you 60 litres of screen wash. Now, I know my car will take about 2 or 3 litres in the reservoir, so I don't want to I don't even need one of these pots, because what I can do is I can fill up my reservoir in the car and pop in half a tablet into it, and it will make in the car, rather than having all these hanging around. I don't need to use a whole tablet because that's only half the amount. But when you have half a tablet into the car, into the reservoir, Watch how quickly it does its thing. So now you're just storing a tube. Okay.
James has just joined us. He's got a question.
Hi, James.
Hi, Marky. Can I ask, is the blue or pink magic okay to be used on a guinea pig cage?
Yes, just make sure it's completely dry before the guinea pig goes back in. Absolutely, it's completely pet safe, children safe, food safe, but just make sure it's dry before, as you would if you were cleaning it out. Oh, thank you. Before you go in there, before you put the guinea pig back in. So imagine if that was in your car and your car was moving along, the vibrating of the car would speed that up no end anyway. When you did freeze at -4, that's going to be liquid again very much quicker than water that has to go to 0 before it will defrost. This has got anti-beading in there, rain guard in there, which is going to make the rainwater that you get on your windscreen bead off and fall off the windscreen a lot quicker. It's got all those things there, but get those bugs, and they've splattered and smeared, and you've got white, you've got black, you've got red on your windscreen because you've gone zzz, zzz, zzz. This stuff gets rid of them. And that's what you then think, okay, that's turned the need into the want. This is, I need screen wash, but I want to buy it cheap as possible. Now, if you think about £11.99, let's say £12 for the sake of arguing, one of those makes up one of those. So that's 12 of those. That makes that £1.
Yeah.
£1. I challenge anyone, even the pound shops, would not sell 5 litres of that for £1. You might get a litre for £1, which makes that £5, but you would not get 5 litres for £1. So that's making up that for £12. That would last me in my car maybe over a year, maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
So you're not buying tubes for everyone. You might just buy 1 tube for your entire household, but there is a deal where if you buy 3 tubes, they're slightly less expensive per tube than buying 1 tube. That's where you'll make the savings. But if you don't need it, 12 of those, one of those in your glove compartment, one of those in the boot pocket, one of those with your spare wheel, one of those in your garage if you're fortunate enough to have a garage or a shed or something. It's completely storable. That's not so storable.
But this tablets aren't going to get wet in there.
They're not going to get wet. They've got that special spring-loaded top. They're not going to get wet. They're good. Even if I put them inside there, let's sit them there for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
They're going to stay bone dry. You don't want them coming into any contact with water. That's when things start to activate. So sometimes, plant food. I've had some lawn food. And I keep buying it. I don't know why I keep buying it, because I never get through it.
Yeah.
And then what happens is it gets damp in the greenhouse over the winter, and it congeals into just a slab of green congeal. You don't want that happening with these, because the water is what activates them. So you need the confidence to know that when you open, when it's damp, I mean, you ain't going to get much damper than that.
No.
When it's damp, that has got, let me show you, that has got completely dry in there.
Yep.
There is nothing that's got into there. So you can store them in whatever temperature, in whatever dampness you want. They're designed just for that.
Oh,
there
James says thank you for answering his
question. Oh, you're welcome, James. What did you buy? In the PINKMAGIC range? I want to show you a little bit more about the wipes, because how useful they are, and I want to show you how powerful these are, because you can buy these in 1 pack. You can buy these in 5 packs. You can buy them, I think, in 20 packs, and you can buy them in 50 packs.
Yeah.
And the more you buy, the cheaper they become per pack. But these have got no shelf life. They'll last as long as you need them to. They are going to. You can buy them, mix and match them. So if you bought 50, you could buy 25 of each, of the pink and the blue ones. Entirely up to you. But this is the newest kid on the block. These are absolutely amazing. Now, I was thinking, where else would I use these? If you've just joined us, look at the amount of liquid in them. They're absolutely full of liquid. Now, I would use these. These are the things that I use. I was thinking, racking my brains, what do I use wipes on most? And the simple answer is my phone, which I'm looking for.
Oh, yes.
My phone, where I've put down somewhere. I've put it down somewhere. I can't find it. I'll have to phone myself in a minute. I would use them on my glasses. because my glasses are always because I've got product in my hair and I put them on top of my head, they get very dirty very quickly. I would use them on the remote controls. Remote controls get very grotty very quickly. Let me just grab a quick remote control. Not that you need to know what a remote control looks like, because I'm sure you know, but whilst I've opened it, I might as well clean them. These always look grotty, don't they?
Yeah.
Between the buttons.
Yeah, they do.
They get very grotty very quickly. In fact, the one in my kitchen, I've got one of those food bag sealers.
Oh yeah.
And I cut one the same size as the remote control, and I sealed it, and it just keeps it completely dry as well. I would use it on my computer, my laptop, my iPad, the keyboard of my computer, which gets food, crumbs, everything. Just give it a good shake and disconnect the keyboard and give it a good wipe. Give it a good wipe. And particularly if you use maybe keyboards at the library, on the public machines, you want to make sure it's absolutely clean before you start using it. Don't forget, 1 minute in on hard surfaces is going to get that clean. I just want to show you. I just want to show you just how powerful they are. I've got a bowl here with some dry. Hugo, it's a guest. He's all right.
Hugo.
Okay, we've got a bowl here with some dried in grind. Let me just show you how quickly and how wonderful these work. I'm just going around that. So if you were thinking about doing a picnic or eating on the go, you've got the ability to wipe things down before you put any food near them. And as James asked earlier on, once it's dry, it's perfectly safe around animals and it's perfectly safe for you. Look at that. Look at how quickly that's removed it. There's a little bit underneath because I couldn't get at it. So I guess
there's literally something every day that I keep thinking to myself, could you use the wipe on that?
Every Sunday I think to myself, okay, what am I going to talk about this Monday about what I found a use for blue or pink magic for? Look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
And that's still wet and that will still work and it's still strong.
Yeah.
And it's made from bamboo. It's not got any microplastics in there whatsoever. I could probably use that too. I know it looks vile, but I could probably still, don't forget, the anti-bac is killing any germs on there. So I can carry on using it until it's dry, until it's got no more life in it to get things clean and do the grottiest things last. There you go. Listen, we're almost there. My time is almost up.
I know.
So I'm going to love you and leave you and say, if there's anything you want, go to lives are on there as well, so you can watch them again. But there's videos from all of the team displaying all of the products. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.